Hey there, good morning. It's July the 20th today, Monday, and one is driving to office right now. And as you can see, the roads are back to more or less normal. I won't call it normal exactly, but it's getting there. So first, today we're talking about the car I'm driving today, which is the Mercedes-Benz C300d AMG line. This is not a true AMG. It is the AMG line, which means you have this, pimped out black interior, some AMG carpets in the car, AMG wheels, 18-inch AMG wheels, which aren't really 18-inch wheels, they're too tiny to be on a real AMG. And this car comes, it's got some of the kit. It's more genuine than somebody sticking an AMG sticker on the car and pretending that his E200 is an E63, and then trying to lie to people like me, claiming that it is. Anyway, don't lie to me if you have put stickers on your car to pretend it's more powerful than it is. Most of us auto guys tend to know the performance cars just by looking at them. And stickers on everything. Anyhow, this is the slightly peppier diesel version of Merc's C-Class sedan, which is available in the market. This costs has ex-showroom price of 51.5 lakhs, making it about 57, 58 on road to be more realistic. And what is interesting about this car, it's got a 241 horsepower or 250 PS approximately power output from the same 2.2 litre diesel that you see in the C220, but just bigger turbo, bigger engine, bigger everything. The power comes on quite nicely. Right now I'm cruising at 47 kilometers an hour. Traffic, as I said, is back at unusual places, but at these speeds it's very economical. It's showing me, since I've started from home today, it's given me 13.5 kilometers a litre. But when you do drive the car the way you'd like to drive the car, you will get a fuel economy of around 9, maybe 8. It's a damn fun car to drive. It handles superbly, and once in a while you just want a little bit of tail wiggle, which gets the loins moving, I guess, at a turn. What I don't like about this car is, of course, my pet peeve with all Mercs, the fact that the gear stick is over here on the steering, mounted on the steering. This has been a perpetual problem with modern Mercs. I remember the first modern Merc I drove with this gear lever was, I think, the 2 generation prior S-Class. And at that point of time, it was before I got married, so I was still living with my parents, and the car had been delivered to my house and I wasn't home when the car had been delivered. I think my younger brother used to sign on the delivery sheets for me those days. What was interesting about that is I couldn't for the life of me figure out where the gear lever was, because the gear lever is supposed to be here. And instead our friends that's from Stuttgart put the gear lever here. I'm used to them by now. Okay, I've driven maybe 50 or 60 different types of Mercedes cars in the previous 15 years, if not more. But I'm still not a fan of this. The other problem is very unique to new Mercedes cars in India. They have hard-coded the speed warning system into the music system. Now, I'm not a fan of the speed warning at 80 kilometers an hour as is, because 80 kilometers an hour is below the speed limit on many highways. And I personally, nowadays with GPS, you can make a smart speed warning system that, if you're on a highway, it shouldn't alert you at 80. I'm also uncomfortable with the incessant bonging at 120 plus. I'm also not going to argue or condone that speed is great. For me personally now, as I've become more used to evaluating cars and become more adept at it, I've realized that driving fast in a straight line is barely a proof of how good or bad a car is. I mean, you can plonk in a big engine and narrow, low friction tires, and you can go plenty fast on any road. But it's about how the car turns, how the car handles, how much body roll there is, how comfortable it is for the guys at the back or the passenger on your side. Evaluating a car mechanically is far more complicated, and this car, for example, is a beautiful handling car. As I said, if you want a little bit of a tail wiggle once in a while, it gives that to you as well. But the speed warnings on most mass market cars is there. It's not as if it's not there. I mean, the Elantra, that is my long-term car, also has it, but it's not hard-coded into the audio system. So I can still hear the 80 km/h warning over my music, but it doesn't interrupt the music while I'm driving. It just, it's there. You can make out, and there's a little light flashing on the dashboard. You quite easily know that you have crossed the 80 km/h limit, and at 120 it is incessant. But your music helps you forget that. It, as I said, it doesn't completely cut out the music. Whereas in this car, the music completely cuts out. It pauses, it bong, and oh, come on, what the hell did I do? And at 80, that is extremely irritating, because it's quite easy to hit 80 even in a city like Delhi. I'm driving in the DND expressway right now. Its speed limit is 70. From 70 to 80 is really not much of a difference. I'm not saying go at 80 km/h over here, but the speed limit is 80 km/h. On the new Noida expressway, at times the speed limit is 90 km/h inside city limits. So the speed warning at 80 is irritating on the whole, and in this car it is particularly irritating. What else to say about this car? I think it's a great value buy. Personally, I like the C-Class more than the competition right now. I am aware that BMW is now talking about getting the extended wheelbase 3 Series, which should make this segment a lot of fun. Another aspect of this car is, because this is the higher end spec, it comes in with a digital flat screen over here, tinted flat screen on the instrument cluster. It's nice. I mean, you can play around, you can get 3 different designs like we could on old Volvos, but it's a kind of I don't know. Don't know if I'll ever get used to full digital displays without more customization on them. I think Audi has done a great job with their digital display. They copied up, digital pilot as they call it. It's quite good fun, and because it even picks up the album art from Apple CarPlay. So yeah, that's damn nice. But these full digital displays are still not my cup of tea, I guess. So those are my thoughts about the new Mercedes C300d. It's not new, it's been in the market for a while, but if you're looking for a nice sedan, go for it.